Jacarelli makes his way to the middle. The wicket-keeper batter. Another very powerful strike rate of 120. Good striker of the ball. 24 matches for him. And immediately he's off the mark as well. Busy cricketers, most of these Bangladeshi batters.
Yeah, and a very good platform for somebody like Jacarelli to come in towards the fag end of the innings. He's got 3 more overs to go. He can go big. Like you mentioned, good strike rate of over 120. And they would want to make sure that they get those quick runs. That's a slower delivery once again. The last wicket that fell was in the air for quite a bit of time, but safe catch taken by Dhruv Parashar. Barring that first drop catch by UAE, they have done well in the field, I feel. It's just about being consistent with your line of length, and plan B for the bowlers, that hasn't come through for UAE.
Yeah, the change-ups will come in very handy on the surface, and that's why I feel more of this needs to be used in the final overs, Rashid. Good over this for UAE. A wicket and a couple of runs, 165 for 3.
Well, that's the batting card for Bangladesh. All the top 4 batters getting runs. That is a good sign for Bangladesh. Just 6 extras. That is what has been impressive for me by UAE. Remember, they gave away 21 in the previous game. So that is something they worked on, and they've changed it around. And also, I feel that the bowlers, somebody like Jawadullah, who did well in that first game as well, now he's come back with a lot of variations. That is what you need as a bowler. You need to keep innovating. You need to keep changing and bringing in some new changes to your bowling every match, not be too predictive. Sahir Khan with the ball in hand. I think he's having a bit of a niggle with his groin or something.
I did speak to Mohammad Wasim at the toss, and I asked him a few things he would like to correct coming into this game. He said the middle order batting needs to really come good. He didn't talk about the extras from the previous game, but I'm sure they worked hard on it. Like you pointed out, only 6 extras. So for starters, good start here.
Yeah, and also they've strengthened their batting order. They've come in with Orange, who's going to probably open the innings. He's an opener by trade. They've got Zohaib, who debuted in the previous game, in the last match he played, but he didn't really get too many runs in that first game. Now opportunity for him. Do they drop him to number 3 and open with Orange and Wasim? So that's a question that would be very interesting for me to see. And also with Saghir coming in, he provides that late flourish to the batting that they were missing in the previous game. Nobody to support Mohammad Asif in that previous game. I think that might just change for UAE. And if they can restrict Bangladesh to under 200, they will have the confidence to come out and chase this down.
Yeah, like you did mention that sometime back, that it's a good wicket to bat on. So if you're UAE, you'd want to believe that you can always chase. They were in the hunt in the last game as well. Missed out by 27 runs. It's the second T20 international of the Walton UAE versus Bangladesh T20I series. We have the third one lined up as well on 21st.
That's something that all UAE cricket fans will be very, very happy with. We all want to see UAE in action, and especially a team like Bangladesh who have done so well in the recent past.
He'll have to re-bowl that. It's a free hit on offer. A bit of a break means the momentum is also derailed, and so it's the concentration and the radar.
I was just praising them for their efforts with the extras, and the Saghir has just given a wayward delivery. That was... Oh, I think it just slipped out of his hand there.
And that's why it said, keep it low profile. Don't hype it up. Oh dear. Problems plenty. I just feel he may be struggling somewhere with that calf muscle of his, because it did receive some treatment, but there's some niggle that's bothering him at the back of the mind.
Yeah, and like I mentioned earlier, Mikhail, when you're debuting for your national side, and you have to really cover up for somebody, for one of your premier fast bowlers, and normally, like I said, was Saghir bowls in the middle overs, so he'll just get that extra bit of pressure as well.
He's covering up for Matiullah, who's playing his second T20 international. So there's a bit of inexperience in the pace attack. This one's picked up. I'm not quite sure he's middled it. Fielder coming underneath. Straightforward catch, but it's a free hit. So they'll get the second. Oh, good running and a good flat throw as well. And that should be referred upstairs. Good all-round cricket.
That's outstanding stuff by Rahul Chopra on the boundary rope, first taking the catch and then releasing that very quickly. And good work by Saghir as well. Remember, that was a flat, quick throw. Had to collect that and made sure that he got the bails off. Now, straight away, Saghir, like you mentioned, I think he is having some trouble with that calf. Let's have a look at that run-out scare once again. Good collection. The batter is not in the frame. This might be very close. In he comes with the dive. I think he's a goner. There, Mikhail.
Need to go a few frames behind to confirm if that's a brilliant piece of fielding. Great work by Saghir as well. He had to get behind the stumps. Oh, this is a close call. I'm glad I'm not the TV umpire. Akbar Ali Khan, over to you.
Well, that's a very, very close call. I'll have to eat my words. I thought that was a goner there. But good work done with that dive. I think that's what might just save him there. One frame. I think just one frame.
And UAE will not want to frame this, Rashid. I reckon he's just made it. Remember, the dive makes so much of a difference. Full stretch dive. Great work by Saghir. Wonderful throw from the deep. Then you've got to believe that the batter will just survive and live to fight another day.
Let's wait for the official confirmation. Not out is the signal, so we'll get 2 runs instead. But that was a good free hit delivery. Remember, Saghir Khan was bowling a free hit delivery on that occasion. Some repair work going on for Saghir Khan with his calf. But you're right, I think he has been having some trouble with that. And that might just come into his bowling as well. Remember, he's bowling the 18th over of the innings.
You made a good point there, Rashid, which means he'll have to come back to bowl the 20th. And if he cannot, then who's going to come in place of him? Will it be Mohammad Wasim or will it be Matiullah Khan? Both have gone for runs.
Well, I think Mohammad Wasim would be a better option given that he's bowled a very good first over. Matiullah in both the overs has leaked runs. 17 in the first, 13 in the second, and he's been wicketless. And he hasn't looked he hasn't looked dangerous in this innings, I think. Slower delivery, that's uppishly played. Fielders trying to get to it, but will fall beyond them. They'll pick up a couple more runs. Excellent running between the wickets. In all this commotion, we haven't spoken about how well Bangladesh have run between the wickets, how well they've batted. Take nothing away from them.
And that's why I keep saying this. This is the brave new face of Bangladesh cricket. You could hear it from the stump mic. 2-2-2. Jakir is pushing his partner. Look at that. He's waiting to see if he's ready to come back on the turn, calling him. And once the response is clear, they complete 2. This is wonderful cricket by Bangladesh. Urgency and at the same time great communication.
কোনো এজেন্টের কাছে অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে প্রতারিত না হয়ে নিজেই অ্যাকাউন্ট তৈরি করুন, নিজেই ডিপোজিট। সেকেন্ডে ডিপোজিট, 2 মিনিটে উইথড্র। যদি নিজে ডিপোজিট উইথড্র করতে চান, কমেন্ট বক্সের লিংকে ক্লিক করুন, ভিডিও দেখে অ্যাকাউন্ট তৈরি করুন।
It was short, invitation to go big on it, and the batter just helped it along. Just falls short on that occasion. Just reckon may have just bounced ahead of this boundary cushions. Nevertheless, it's a boundary. A lot happening in this over. We've seen a no ball, a run out opportunity, a catch taken off the free hit, and now a boundary. Yeah, there's the confirmation. 4 added to the total.
That's a brilliant shot. This has been a very good over so far for Bangladesh. Oh, nicely bowled and equally well played. It's in the gap, nicely caressed, piercing that gap between those 2 fielders. Superbly well. Gets another boundary. Back-to-back boundaries here for Ridoy.
Yeah, Ridoy is playing a gem of an innings. He's balancing his offside play with some good onside play as well. Hitting all around the park. This one just carving it between the gap. It was in the air, but it was in the gap. So runs coming thick and fast. And Bangladesh on overdrive mode.
And you feel for Saghir, I think he's just struggling here. You can see no follow through after he's bowled his delivery. So he's just holding himself back, and in doing so, I think he's not able to bowl his best deliveries. But this has been a brilliant over for Bangladesh. Slow delivery, pulled away. Straight to Heather Ali at square leg. They'll pick up another single here.
Rashid, I reckon there's a concern here with the 20th over. I'm not too sure if Saghir may come back to bowl the final over. And it'll be a toss-up between Mohammad Wasim and Matiullah Khan. This at a time when both these batters are looking dangerous. 180 for 3, another 13 deliveries left, legal.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what other options Mohammad Wasim has. Mohammad Wasim, he's got a lot of thinking to do. Remember, they were chasing 192 runs in the previous game, so not too far away from that. So at least he would want to keep it below that runs. Saghir with the last delivery of the over. Slower delivery, nicely bowled. Joker unable to get it away, but they'll still scamper through for a single. He will keep strike for the next over, but this has been a brilliant over for Bangladesh. 18 completed. It's 3 wickets down with 181 on the board.
We have the contest rolled out for you, the Sports Eye YouTube Super Contest. Subscribe Sports Eye YouTube channel, answer and win a phone every 10 overs. What is Bangladesh's highest score in T20 internationals? And I'm sure all the Bangladesh cricket fans know this answer. Oh, beautifully done. Just how he moved, brought out the swivel and helped it along. Jakar Ali is now turning it on in the middle.
That was a brilliant shot there by Jakar. Like you mentioned, just helping it on its way. Sometimes you just, as a bowler, you don't want to bowl too straight, and that is exactly what Jawadullah has done. But good movement there on the crease by Jakar, moving across and making sure that he opens up that long leg position and smashes that for a maximum. These are important runs towards the end of the innings.
Outstanding hit. Pressure on Jawadullah. Concedes a 6 in his very first delivery. Moves once again. Hits it wide of the field that covers. That'll be a 4. 10 in 2. And Bangladesh now are eyeing the 200 run mark.
Well, that's another cracking shot there by Jakar. He's really turning it on. Jawadullah, he's under a lot of pressure now. Look at that full and outside off stump. Good timing as well. Remember, this is a very good outfield, very quick here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. No chance for the fielders. But Bangladesh have reached the score they scored in the previous game, 191 runs. Now they'll obviously go on to better this. And they might be looking at 210, 215 from here onwards, Mikhail.
Yeah, it's been an animated Mohammad Wasim in this match. He's not been too happy with a few things.
কোনো এজেন্টের কাছে অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে প্রতারিত না হয়ে নিজে নিজেই অ্যাকাউন্ট তৈরি করুন, নিজেই ডিপোজিট উইথড্র করুন। 1 সেকেন্ডেই ডিপোজিট, 2 মিনিটে দেখে করতে পারবেন। এছাড়া 5 জন ইউজার থাকলে 45% কমিশন অ্যাফিলিয়েট নিয়ে কাজ করতে পারবেন। 1 সেকেন্ডে ডিপোজিট, 2 মিনিটেই উইথড্র। যদি নিজে নিজে ডিপোজিট উইথড্র করতে চান, কমেন্ট বক্সের লিংকে ক্লিক করুন, ভিডিও দেখে অ্যাকাউন্ট তৈরি করুন।
Maximum in the over. This is outstanding batting by Jakar Ali.
Oh, that's power hitting. So much of control on that hit. Incredible ball striking. Didn't move much. Shot, and all he had to do was hit it in front of square. Flat over mid-wicket. All the fielder could do is see the ball sail over him. And what an over this is turning out to be.
Well, just felt like Jakar Ali was expecting that slower delivery to be short and on his body, and he had so much time to just play that and place it quite nicely. I've enjoyed the way the Bangladeshi batters have adjusted themselves to these conditions here. These are testing conditions, very hot and humid, but they've done really well.
Yes, finally perishes here. Soft dismissal to an innings that had so much of promise and power. But Jakir has done his job. Javadullah gets his man. They say revenge is the dish, best served cold. Third wicket for Javadullah.
Well, look at the front foot there, no problems whatsoever. Good full length delivery, inviting him to go over mid-off, but just couldn't get underneath that delivery, I think, Jakir Ali. And also trying to hit it too hard. We'll probably want to see that again. Right then, big wicket this one. Jakir was looking dangerous out there. 18 of 6 deliveries. Look at that strike rate of 300. Fourth wicket down, 197 on the board. New batter in, left-handed Shamim Hussain. Oh, he's pulled that, he's swiveled and he's played it across towards long leg for a boundary. Good effort in the deep. But that has run away for a boundary. A very good first delivery for Shamim.
Well, this has been an eventful over. We've already seen 20 runs and a wicket. But the damage has already been done. Just getting underneath that one. Just using the depth of the crease, staying inside. And the 200 comes up as well for Bangladesh. They got 191 for 7 in the first T20 international. They have bettered that performance this evening.
This is outstanding batting. Slower outside off stump. Doesn't get a hang of that. Will be a dot ball, I think. But this has been a brilliant over. Although Bangladesh lost a wicket in this one, Javadullah gave away 20 in that over. 19 overs completed, one more to go, 201 for 4.
Yeah, I'll take a look at the way things have panned out. Just 26 dots. Look at the twos, 11 and 18 fours and 9 sixes. Wow. 9 sixes reminds me. Parvez Imam who says alone in the last game had 9 sixes with his bat.
Javadullah is off the field. It's just field for him. Although he's picked up 3 wickets, he's been very expensive. Saghir with the last over. First delivery, that's gone miles up in the air. Who wants that? Saghir coming underneath it. And will take that. He's a brilliant fielder. And that's a superb catch to get rid of Hirdoy, who was batting brilliantly on 45 or 23.
He may be having a niggle here and there, but his commitment is 100%. Saghir Khan. A wonderful catch of his own bowling. That was miles up in the air. In the last over, he was struggling, but he has come back well. That was a skier for a very long time. Airborne. And then finally he makes it look very easy. Jersey number 42 on debut has been amongst wickets. He's having a good outing. His second. Hridoy departs for 45 and 24. He's played a cameo. It's 201 for 5.
Right arm over, 5 to play.
$201 for 5. Saghir with another wicket at the start of the over. That's a good shot delivery. Pulled away. Will be a single. Rishad will be off the mark as well. 2 new batters out there, 4 more deliveries to go. Last wicket was a brilliant one by Saghir. Trying to go across the line, gets the leading edge, but that went miles up in the air. And Saghir kept his eyes on the ball till the very last second. And I think, like you mentioned earlier, made it look very easy at the end.
For someone who was ambling across when he was coming on to bowl in his run-up in the previous over, to quickly react on his follow-through and run for this catch and make it look easy. He's a fine athlete, Saghir Khan. 2 for 33. Can he finish it off well? Tries to bring out the reverse.
কোনো এজেন্টের কাছে অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে প্রতারিত না হয়ে নিজে নিজেই অ্যাকাউন্ট তৈরি করুন, নিজেই ডিপোজিট উইথড্র করুন। 1 সেকেন্ডেই ডিপোজিট, 2 মিনিটেই উইথড্র। খুব সহজে ভিডিও দেখে করতে পারবেন। এছাড়া 5 জন ইউজার থাকলে 45% কমিশন অ্যাফিলিয়েট নিয়ে কাজ করতে পারবেন। 1 সেকেন্ডে ডিপোজিট, 2 মিনিটেই উইথড্র। যদি নিজে নিজে ডিপোজিট উইথড্র করতে চান, কমেন্ট বক্সের লিংকে ক্লিক করুন, ভিডিও দেখে অ্যাকাউন্ট তৈরি করুন।
Well, Saghir has been phenomenal in this over so far. Short delivery, pulled away. Just falls short of Rahul Chopra at square leg. They'll pick up another single, so it's been singles all the way with the wicket as well.
At the time Liton Das got out in the 13th over, they were 125, going almost 10 and over. And in the middle there was a passage of play where they had really pulled things back. But post that Mohammad Wasim over, again they've gotten to the 10 per over mold. So Bangladesh has had their moments and they've come back well.
Short delivery, nicely bowled, be a dot ball. Yes, there was about 21 deliveries when they didn't hit a boundary. And I think that is where UAE had to capitalize on that. But they had given away too many runs and that was Mohammad Wasim over, you're right. And that is where things started to go wrong for UAE once again. That's a good delivery by Saghir.
Yeah, you've got to come out with those variations. He's an aggressive bowler. On the follow-through, you could see he had a message as well to tell to the non-striker, stay in your crease. Once again, straight past him. They'll get a single. They'll finish on 205 for 5 in their 20 overs. It's been another superlative effort here by Bangladesh. This after they were put into bat and they would be saying thank you very much UAE. They've got the runs on the board.
A good last over by Saghir, giving away just 4 runs and a wicket in that. And UAE, they'll have to bat out of their skins to really chase this down. They need 206 runs, but I think it's the onus will be on the top order, and especially on Mohammad Wasim, how he starts.
Yeah, the start is going to decide the end, much like how the start was for Bangladesh as well with the bat. They stitched 90 for the first wicket. That's where Tanzid Hassan and Liton Das just lit the stage on fire with some blitzkriegs in the middle. Najmal, Tawhid, Jakir, everyone came in and got into double figures. And look at the strike rate of most of the batters, well and truly over 100. And the finishing touches by Shamim and Rishad. It's been a super strong effort here by Bangladesh, reaching 205 for 5 in their 20 overs. A much better bowling effort considering only 8 extras were conceded by UAE.
Yeah, the problem for Mohammad Wasim was he had to use a lot of bowlers to cover up somebody like Matiullah. And that is where the trouble starts for you. 3 wickets for Mohammad Jawadullah. He gave away 45, was expensive today. And a couple of wickets for the debutant Saghir Khan, picking up 2 wickets and giving away 36 runs. All the other bowlers, I think they'll have to work harder on their bowling. Haider Ali was impressive, wasn't very expensive, gave away 31 in his 4.
Yeah, but certainly Bangladesh made merry in the middle. And Tawhid Hridoy certainly got 59. He's down there with Mudassir for a quick chat.
Joining me now is the Tanzid Hassan, who gave Bangladesh a blazing start with a quick 50. Tanzid, you are looking good. No Iman, but you stepped up with the right form and got those quick 50s. Tell us about your innings.
Yeah, thank you. At first, because we put a good total on the board, and I think first 6 over is very important for our team. Me and Liton uses the power play really well, and we are just the wicket isn't that much good, but it looks well. Me and Liton talk to each other and trying to use the gaps only, and that's the we get success.
Absolutely, and good to see Bangladesh fans. They came in numbers to support you. Isn't it looking like Dhaka?
Yeah, obviously. We go there everywhere in the country. The crowd coming to watch the game, and they supported us really well. That's the main thing, and we are encouraged from them. That's the main thing.
Well played, Tanzid. A great knock. All the best for the second half.
Thank you.
Over to you guys in the com box.
Well, Tanzid Hassan, 59, he was on fire, put into bat. He went on to hit 59 and 33 deliveries with 8 fours and 3 sixes. And this is him in overdrive mode, should I say. Anything full, well, he hit it down the ground. And then Liton Das as well joined the party. No stopping both these batters. They stitched 90 in the first 9 overs. And he got to his third T20 international 50.
Yeah, that's what I enjoyed with the Bangladesh batting today. They did lose a wicket, but I think all the batters, the top order, they made sure that they came to the party and they scored runs. Previous game, it was only the century by Parvez, and then the highest scorer was the extras. But today, everybody is chipped in. They've made sure they get the runs in, and quick runs as well. UAE did manage to pick up wickets in the middle. They did get wickets at the latter end of the innings, but I think this is the over where it all started for them. That carnage, 20-run over by Jawadullah.
Yeah, they were under the pump here, UAE bowlers. Jakarali came in as well, played a very fine innings, 18 in 9 deliveries. He went about hitting with precision. And then it was up to the batters like Shamim and Rishad to just bring in those finishing touches and get those boundaries to take them past 200. They finish on a high. It's been an excellent finish for them. Momentum on the side of Bangladesh. And this means that when UAE come out to bat, they have a task at hand. They were asked to chase 192 in the last game, and this time around they've been asked to chase 206 in 20 overs, and that required rate begins with 10.3. All the action coming up on the other side.
Good evening, cricket fans, and welcome back to match number 2 of the Walton UAE versus Bangladesh T20I series. It was Bangladesh invited to bat first, and what a performance put on by the Bangla Tigers. They're batting in fine form once again at the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. This time it was Tanzeed Hassan who turned it on and set a stiff target of 206 for the home team. So it was a collective effort coming in from the Bangla batting unit. Tanzeed Hassan, Jakir Ali, Najmul Hussain Shanto, Tawheed Hridoy, all chipping in with valuable cameos. Tanzeed getting yet another half-century in T20Is. And now it's over to the bowling of Bangladesh to defend the score. A lot of firepower in the bowling as well, with Rishad Hussain and Naheed Rana in the side this evening. And it's going to be Mohammad Wasim leading the pack for the UAE. Alongside him is dashing left-hander to the left of your screen, Mohammad Zohaib. And to the left of my comm box, dashing all-rounder Mudassir Ali alongside me in the comm box. Good evening and welcome.
Very good evening, Ahmed, and good evening to all of our viewers. A steep task ahead of UAE team. But what an knock this boy played. Hridoy came down the order and got those blistering quick 40-odd runs. And all eyes will be on this man, Mohammad Wasim, the big hitter. If they have any chance to chase down the target of 206, he needs to score big.
Oh, absolutely. He will be the linchpin of this UAE batting order, coming off a half-century in the previous game. So his form is looking good. Mohammad Zohaib was a bit nervous, was a bit like a deer in the headlights on his T20I debut. Hopefully he can relax and really show all his skills and quality tonight.
But I like the way they backed this youngster. Got just 9 runs in his first game. But this is how you groom your youngsters. And good to see the management backing him. Though it's a mammoth total on board, left-hand, right-hand combination, always advantage.
Almost certainly is. Mohammad Wasim, like I mentioned earlier, coming off a half-century in the previous game. What a performer he's been for the UAE over the years. Look at that record. 3 international hundreds. Incredible strike rate. He is a run machine in the T20I format. He has made the most number of T20I runs in the globe since 2022. So that just shows the stature of the man. Shariful Islam, very experienced, high-quality left-arm seamer into the side this evening. Very good record in T20Is as well. He's above 1 wicket per match. And he has a best of 3 for 21. He will get that extra kick off the surface and can swing the ball. Fly slip in place. Shariful Islam bowling to Mohammad Zohaib. First ball of the run chase. Edged and just dropped by the first slip. Fingertip stuff. And it goes for 4.
You need some luck, especially at the start of your career. The first ball, brilliant delivery. And unlucky is Islam, not getting that support from the first slip fielder. But a peach of delivery, hitting the deck hard, movement as well as the bounce, but not getting that support from the first slip.
Very, very lucky indeed, Zohaib. Najmul Hussain Shanto is a gun fielder. Excellent catcher. That one just shifting away from the left-hander, flayed at the ball. And a lucky, lucky escape indeed.
One more delivery to the off-stick channel. Early days, nervous moment for this youngster, and it's good to see the captain straight away going and having a piece of advice with Zohaib.
Oh, absolutely. His heart must be thudding out of his chest there. And like you mentioned, Wasim, seasoned campaigner. He's been there, done that for the UAE. Just trying to calm him down, telling him, play the ball on merit. Don't get carried away. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just build your innings.
Oh, wickets in hand, and it's a true batting track. All you need is to apply yourself on this track. Nicely bowled, sharply coming into Zohaib. Was off the mark, but not in a convincing way. It's a long journey for UAE, especially in this game, just to keep this series alive.
Almost certainly, it's a challenging task to say the least. But the good thing is they have bolstered their batting order today with Aryansh and, of course, Sagir Khan adding that much-needed firepower to that middle order as well as the lower middle order as well.
Oh, completely agree. They made a couple of changes, but for that they need a flying start. Zohaib and Wasim out there in the middle for UAE. Shariful looking good with the ball. Brilliantly bowled here. With that new ball, we expected that movement, and he's getting that movement.
And look at the lengths here from Shariful Islam. Nothing full. Matiullah was over-pitching the ball and getting hammered. Shariful Islam back of a good length or on that hard length, trying to make them play off the back foot. And that is the right approach on this deck.
Oh, indeed, and on this track as a fast bowler, all you need to do is bowl at the right channel, especially hit the deck hard with the new ball. There's a movement in the air for the fast bowlers. Was rested in the first game. No Mustafizur. So Shariful bowling the new ball here. Nicely managed. It was on the pads. So first single taken by Zoeb.
Right then, Mohammad Wasim facing his first ball. We have seen in the past, Mudassir Ali, the left arm seamers, especially the ones who can bend the ball in the air, striking that front pad, have been a bit of an Achilles heel for Wasim. Let's see if he's aware of that against Shariful.
On top of that, did Shariful did his homework? Does he know the weakness of Mohammad Wasim? That is more important.
Time will tell, taking a look at the field. Squarish, deep third in position. And they've got that deep square leg to the extreme right of your screen as well. Will he test him with a bumper? Oh yes, there it was, trying to challenge that front pad, but lovely flick from Wasim to get off the mark. Tidy first over from Shariful. UAE 6 for no loss. Well, in terms of the caliber and the names, UAE certainly do have the batting firepower to gun down this score of 206, Mudassir.
First over done, 6 for none. Wasim is off the mark, so is Mohammad Zoeb. They have that batting order in this game. The likes of Aryan Sharma and Sagir Khan, the debutant. And good to see a left-arm orthodox banking on the young left-arm orthodox. Tanveer Islam is the Litan Das, and Wasim fancies against left-arm orthodox. This will be a good battle between bat and ball.
Bold move indeed. Short and pulled. It's a gift for Wasim. And has he whacked it all the way? Just one bounce.
He's a class. The dream machine for UAE. Mohammad Wasim. Yet again, stamping his authority. Straight away putting the bowler under pressure. Not a good start. Back of length. Easy picking. One bounce. 4 runs.
Bit of a long hop there for sure. And duly maximized by Wasim. In fact, he'll be kicking himself if he didn't get 6, but early boundary will settle his nerves. Slip in place as well for Tanveer Islam. Much better delivery. Finishing around middle and off and just hitting him on the splice of the bat.
I reckon they came out with a plan because they got runs in the previous game as well, but the problem has been the wickets going down in the regular intervals. It's a cautious start, a controlled aggression. Both the batters got a boundary to their name. They need to capitalize on this start. They need to get runs in the power play, especially Mohammad Wasim. He holds the key.
Trying to force the ball through the offside. This could be close. Is that a clean collection? Has he whipped off the bails? Maybe got it wrong there, Jakir Ali.
Hesitation between these two. Respond to the call of the captain was Zoeb. There was never a single Ahmed lucky escape for Zoeb. The throw not coming straight into the hands of the wicket keeper, and it was a bit awkward bounce for Das. So a chance gone begging, but still we need to wait for the confirmation here.
Yeah, just made it in time. The throw was off target. Had to fling the ball onto the sticks, and that millisecond has allowed Zoeb to just slide his bat in. Nervous moments for sure. Now then, left-hand batter and left-arm orthodox. Will he look to challenge the boundary towards the onside?
Always advantage, but he has that experience. Playing 7 games, he's playing his second game, the batter, and 2 fielders, one towards that long on and deep mid-wicket, stationed outside the 30-yard circle for Zoeb. Got runs, 5 runs so far in 3 deliveries. He needs to fancy his chances against Tanveer Islam.
This will be an interesting battle for sure. Nicely bowled there, back of length and cramping him for room there. Smart bowling from Tanveer Islam.
It's always so easy to say left-hand batter out there in the middle. He can take on left-arm orthodox, but when you are out there in the middle, it's all about the pressure, how you handle the pressure.
Yeah, matchups has become such a buzzword, especially in T20 cricket. Well, looking for that big heave-ho. Smart bowling into the pitch, and he is getting a hint of grip and turn as well.
Still a good over, keeping in mind he started with a boundary. Tanveer Islam after the dot single. A terrific player, top of the order, the captain of UAE, Mohammad Wasim. Already got 300s to his name in shorter format. A player to watch.
Oh, truly outstanding T20I cricketer. And this is huge! This will travel, and it does not have a return address. Massive 6.
The smile says it all here. What a hit to end the over number 2. Wasim on 12, UAE 18 for no loss.
So the Sports Eye YouTube Super Contest. Subscribe to the Sports Eye channel on YouTube and answer to win a phone every 10 overs and the signed match ball as well from the winning captain. Question is very straightforward. What is Bangladesh's highest score in T20 internationals? Mudassar Ali, willing to give us some hints?
Can we also participate in this contest?
So Shariful Islam will continue from the Bukhatir end. First over was a tidy one. Well bowled there. Oh, there could be a run out. Mohammad Zohaib. What were you doing there, my friend?
Great reflexes shown by the fast bowler. Some good banter. A funny banter between Shariful Islam and Mohammad Wasim. Showing great reflexes in his follow through and good release. Look at that. Not in comfortable position. He was forced on the back foot. Thought of a single. There was never a chance for that single. Good pick up and release by the bowler himself.
Oh, he was a goner on a direct hit. Was in no man's land. Never a single there. Trying to flash the ball hard. It will be called a wide. But with the slip in place, you're flirting with danger with that stroke.
On top of that, he's getting that extra bounce, which is making life difficult out there in the middle for Zohaib. But you need to fancy your chances, especially in the power play. The management backing this youngster. Get quick 25, 30 odd runs. Provide the team that flying start.
They have an outstanding fast bowling stable these days, Bangladesh. Nahid Rana, Shariful Islam, Mustafizur Rahman, Taskin Ahmed, Hassan Mahmood, Tanzeem Hassan Saqib. Was slightly aerial, but will get off strike. I think that's what he needs to do at the moment. Forget the boundaries, forget the sixes. Just keep that scoreboard ticking consistently.
It's really tough for me to remember who played in the last game, but you have a very good memory. How do you remember all these names?
Well, I'm a fan of these fast bowlers, especially Tanzeem Hassan Saqib. He has been outstanding, got a 5-wicket haul on his ODI debut versus India in the Asia Cup a couple of seasons ago. I've just been watching their progress in the last 18 months or so. They're looking like a very solid unit indeed.
And watch out for Nahid Rana, the Express, who clocked around 152.
Oh, he is red hot. That is express pace. That is the one that makes you sit up and pay close attention. And I'm sure all the Bangla fans packed in on a Monday evening are looking forward to Nahid Rana's T20I debut as well. Forcing drive will pick a gap. And mid-on, will he get there? Touch and go. It will go for 4.
some test there for the fielder. Not a proper connection. Dejected. Furious is Mohammad Wasim, but he will take those 4 runs. What matters are the 4 runs for Wasim and UAE. He anticipated the back of length delivery quite early. And the advantage of having just 2 fielders outside 30-yard circle. And 4 runs for UAE.
Yeah, smart batting from Wasim. Like you mentioned, he had set up for that horizontal bat shot. 16 of 6. He's gotten off to a start once more. Encouraging signs for the home team. Fuller, but will find the square leg fielder. So they're making steady progress. Not outstanding, but they haven't lost an early wicket. That is key.
Absolutely. On top of that, Wasim, he's getting those runs. He's not putting the pressure on the left-hand batter. He's playing his natural game. Aggression, what he's known for. And this boy, Rahul Chopra, he also had a big role to play in this game for UAE.
Well, absolutely, he's that middle order anchor. Played a fabulous knock in the first game. It was his dismissal that caused the collapse. Quick bouncer. Caught him by surprise, and brilliant wicket keeping by Jakir Ali. If that was over him, it would have been 4 wides.
Oh, certainly saving runs here. Not only he tested the batter, but also testing Jakir with that bumper. A well-directed bouncer. And wide has been called by Shiju Sam here. So runs are coming in the second over of Shariful Islam.
Yeah, not bad. Some wides. A boundary in there for Wasim. Sultry evening here at the home of cricket in the UAE. It's a tough job for the batters, for the umpires, for the fielders. Read the slow delivery, but couldn't find the gap. That was there for the taking.
And that too, someone like Shariful, when he's giving a loosener, you need to latch onto it, take the full advantage. But all he could find is the fielder at cover region. But still a good start. They're almost going at 9 runs per over. Still one more delivery left in this over. If he can find a boundary, it will move to 10 runs per over.
Yeah, he just needs that one convincing shot to settle his nerves, to make him feel psychologically that he belongs at this level. Nipping in off the wicket. In the end, Shariful has closed out the over well. 3 overs of power play done. 26 for no loss, UAE. So the Tanveer Islam experiment was short-lived in the power play. Tanzeem Hassan Saqib, he was the man who took that key wicket of Rahul Chopra 2 nights ago and changed the game.
Plenty of options for Liton Das. Started the second over with left-arm orthodox, gone for some runs, and in comes Hassan Saqib. 26 wickets in just 20 matches and has a very good economy of 8.43. I'll take that in shorter format, Ahmed.
On the pads, couldn't maximize it though. Oh, absolutely. He bowls quick, he catches you off guard, and he can swing the ball in the air as well. A lot to work with, but this man, this is the one we're waiting for. We're waiting for him to bowl his thunderbolts, Nahid Rana.
It's not only us, but also the spectators who came in numbers to watch this talented, young, fast bowler who is known for generating some serious pace.
Absolutely, there's an electricity in the air when you have a bowler capable of 150 plus. Shoaib Akhtar, Brett Lee, Sean Tate, Nahid Rana. Sliced up and over. No protection in the deep will get Suhaib his first convincing boundary for UAE.
A much needed boundary.